Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Manning Field for Greater Boston League boys soccer. Lynn Glasgow in the green, Somerville in the white. And Glasgow's trying to get Lynn out of here with a win on this long day. The English girls defeated by Chelsea. Kip lost to Neshoba. So it's 0 for 2 for Lynn teams here at Manning. Glasgow would like to get a win for Lynn here, but they're against a very tough Somerville team. Somerville's already qualified for the state tournament. They're 9-1-2, right near the top in the GBL. Glasgow's looking for their first win. Diego Morera, the head guy for Somerville. Eric Moreno does a terrific job. This is a very young Glasgow team. Rafik Miller will be in net for Somerville. Santos Emmanuel Alvarez in net for Lynn Glasgow, as we're just about set to get underway. Long night. We had practices, football practice and soccer practice over at Fraser. We had Fisher College is now playing an exhibition game, trying to select a team and get their program started. They're over at Fraser Field. So action going on all over the place. Everybody trying to get control. Somerville finally does. They push it forward and sliding and knocking it out. I think that was Danny Lopez. Getting around, walking in, trying to throw it in front. Defense knocked it away. I don't know if that was Romero or Flores, one of them. Someone got a head on it, popped it toward the net. Alvarez come out and play it, he'll kick it away. And he boots it long and deep into the Somerville end. I'm not sure what that was. I don't know if it got him in the hand. It looked like Glasgow just knocked it down, was ready to make a play, and they blew the whistle and gave Somerville a free kick. I didn't see any hit anybody in the hand, but that's the only thing I can think of is why they would blow the whistle. A little behind the back action pass. Glasgow broke it up, and he take it back down the far side. Pushing it up. Somerville's going to let it go out. And actually, Glasgow tipped it off Somerville. And Glasgow's going to get a corner kick. Coming from the far side. Somerville finally gets possession. Glasgow took it away, and Danny Lopez's kick goes wide right. Glasgow keeps it in. Glasgow got taken down, but didn't blow the whistle. Classical keeping it in. Trying to get a shot off and can't. Trying to squeeze through defenders. They finally took him down, and they're letting him play. They're not calling it. That's a couple of Classical players going down, and they didn't get the call. Alvarez came way out of the net, almost to the 15-yard line, and just got a foot ahead of one of the Somerville players and knocking it out. And Alvarez will get to kick it away. A little bit of a line drive, but it gets to midfield. Almost gave it away. They drop it back to Miller. Knock it to the middle. Nice feed. Somerville coming up. Walking in. Still walking in. Takes the shot. Alvarez had to make the save. Everybody was backing up, letting the ball carrier keep coming closer and closer. He finally drilled it. Alvarez had to make the save. Someone's going to get a free kick. Right at the 30-yard line. They get their head on it, and they knocked it by Alvarez and it hit the post. Haskell got a huge break there. Perfect kick. They got a head on it. They knocked it by Alvarez. It hit the post and bounced out. So a huge break for the Rams there. Almost going to get another free kick inside the 10 from a tough angle. Way over at the far side. Almost like a corner kick. They got a head on it again, but this one went way over the net and out of play. And we've only played 6 minutes, and we're going to get a timeout down the field. Classical nothing, Somerville nothing with a timeout. So they come out of that very quick timeout, called not even 7 minutes in, 6.5 minutes in. People can't be that tired. Alvarez will get to kick it away. Couple of heads, keeps it in play, popped up, and they're going to get called. He leaned on the shoulders of the Classical player to go up and out-rebound him. Classical will get the free kick from just inside midfield. Line shot. Somerville knocks it away. Pretty good kick by Pablo Lopez. Long lead pass. Somerville breaking in. And the Somerville player went down about 3 or 4 feet after he got by the Classical defender. He tried to beat him, couldn't beat him. Classical knocked it away, and I think he was looking to get maybe a call for a free kick or whatever, because he got very quickly, but he didn't go down till almost 5 yards past the contact. But Somerville will get the corner kick coming from the far side. Everybody milling around, picking a partner, awaiting the kick. Now they break to the net. They get it up. And again, Somerville got a head on it and knocked it out. Classical takes it away. They knock it deep, looking for a break. Classical's out in front. They had to take the kick because they were surrounded by the defenders. I think that was Angel, Ina Angel. He wound up on the turf. But he had to take the kick before he wanted to because there were two defenders squeezing him. And he booted out wide right and out of play. And actually it was Danny Lopez coming down, throwing it out in front. It went right by everybody. Somerville leaning back. Again, Classical got a huge break. They got by everybody. They threw it out in front. It was loose. Somerville was not facing the net. They were facing upfield, and they had to try a little behind the back push. Couldn't get a lot on it, and Somerville finally knocked it out. They've come close again. And Classical got a break again. Bouncing around, Somerville keeping it in. They pop it over everybody's head to the net. Alvarez will play it on a couple of hops and kick it away. Headed back by Somerville. They knock it deep. Alvarez will come out and play it and kick it away. Somerville got a head on it. Now they get another head on it. Down the far side, looking to walk in. Again, throwing it out in front. And again, it got blocked, and now they knock it home. All that pressure finally pays off. It was a great rush by Dos Reyes. He threw it out in front. It was loose. They knocked it away again. But then Somerville was there to knock it home. Alvarez almost blocked out on the play. Again, difficulty to try and pick up numbers, but looked like Marco Hawks-Foley. Hawks-Foley. So all that pressure by Somerville finally paid off. They were close. They were an eyelash away from taking the lead a couple of times, and he finally banged it home. And Somerville knocks out of the play. Classical get it down deep. Knocked out again by Somerville. Somerville, I believe, are the Highlanders. So it's the Highlanders against the Rams. As the ball's hit a mile in the air to midfield and beyond, still bouncing around. Somerville almost pushed it by. Classical waiting for that ball to finally fall to earth. They knock it deep down the far side. Classical trying to throw it in front. Tipped away. Loose. Somerville knocks it away. And they'll knock it deep. Knocked by. Almost got by. Classical with it. Down deep. We had a Somerville player that was down looking for a call. Now he didn't get it, so he's up. and he's okay. He's staying in the game. I don't know what happened there, but he should have had a word or two for a classical kid. And now Somerville will kick it away. And he booted it deep off the head of classical. Somerville gets a head on it. Classical slides, knocks it away. Still with it. Trying to knock it deep, deflected. Just kept it in. Somerville quickly up the other end, down the far side. Bodies go down. No call on the play. Somerville knocks it out. They're letting him play a little bit. Substitution for both teams. And it goes out. Somerville knocked it out. Virtually right in front of the classical bench is where they'll put it in play. Classical can't get around. Somerville broke it up. Popped up. Knocked loose. I think that was Vargas, I think, with the defensive play. This one's hit a mile up in the air. And Somerville got a foot on it, knocked it down, got control of it. Long lead pass is going to be too fast, too long. It goes out of play. One nothing Somerville here in this first half. So I'm putting a lot of pressure on the Rams. Classical hasn't really got close to Miller in net with anything. Classical knocking it deep. They shut off the classical player. And Miller was able to come out and get it and play it. And now it goes out off Somerville. Tipped by Somerville toward the net. And a little backhanded catch by one of the defenders. Corral trying to keep it in. Classical has it, but it gets blocked to the far side. Classical takes it away. Trying to get a shot, can't. They clear it up. And a rush again by Dos Reyes. Takes the shot, it goes wide left and out of play. And we'll have Classical substitution. They pooch it toward the net. It gets by everybody. Those Reyes kept it alive, bounced it, and it went off Classical. It skipped by everybody. It looked like it was going out of play. Those Reyes kept it in play, but he couldn't get a good shot. It was bouncing. He tipped it, and it went off a Classical player, and Somerville will get another corner kick. Somerville tried a little different approach to the corner kick. It didn't work. Tipped up, and he, I don't know if he got a hand on it or he bumped into Classical, but Classical's going to get the free kick. And he'll run into Somerville and knock him down, so Somerville will get the free kick. As we reach the halfway mark and counting of this first half, with Somerville on top 1-0. Looking at his foot, he can certainly get it to the net from here. And he does. Classical kicked it straight up in the air. Classical got a head on it. Somerville collects, knocks it back toward the net. Alvarez will come out and play it on a couple of hops, and he'll boot it away. Just past midfield. Haskell to the near side. Trying to knock it deep, and Miller will come out and grab it. I think that was just ahead of Chacon. Somerville knocks it deep, looking for a break. Haskell, nice over-the-shoulder kick, kept it in. Alvarez will grab the loose ball and he'll kick it away. Nice job. That was either, I think that was Vargas, it might have been Barrios. Goes out. Actually, that defensive play was Mejia. Tough to pick up the numbers. They knock it deep again. Alvarez will come out and play it on a couple of hops with a white shirt bearing down on him. Headed upfield, and Classical heads it back the other way. And they'll let it go back to Miller. And Somerville started back up. And again, they look for those long passes. Alvarez will come out and play it. Somerville heads it away. Classical heads it back. And someone's going to get called for the knockdown from behind. And he quickly takes the kick. Classical looking to get it, reaching for it. Wound up on the ground, and now Classical going to get called for the little hip check, taking the player down. I don't know if that was Chacon. He got taken down. He went to get the ball. He wound up bumping it. Somerville took Somerville down. And here's another long kick looking for a break. Somerville picks it off. Glasgow picked that pass off. That was Chacon. And Somerville brings it back. Stepping in front of that pass nicely. Glasgow picked it off. And then Somerville returns the favor. Nice pass in the middle. Coming down, lead pass, Desrosas. Spins, big time save by Alvarez. Desrosas made a great move. He got the pass going to his right, stopped, made a quick pivot, got the left-footed shot off, and Alvarez made a terrific save. Keeps the game 1-0. Big time save by Alvarez. Pop up in the air, Alvarez will play it. Nice little shift, taking it up the middle. There's that long pass again. Desrosas is there to pick it off. And Glasgow takes it away. And they knock it deep. Blocked and taken away by Glasgow. Looking to go down that far side. Trying to center it. Somerville boots it back upfield. Couple of big hops. Glasgow got a head on it. That was Mejia getting a head on it. And Somerville takes it back. With a rush down the far side, Somerville hustles. Good speed by the defense. Catching up, taking away, and knocking it deep. Headed away. Somerville keeps it in. And now they knock it out. They were trying to get headed by Glasgow, picked off by Somerville, and they knock it deep again. Des Reyes will be there to collect, and Glasgow knocks it out. It'll be a huge day here, this being Thursday, it'll be a huge day here tomorrow, and Friday it'll be St. Mary's soccer, taking on Bishop Fian. It'll be Glasgow football taking on a rejuvenated, very good Salem football team. And it'll be St. Mary's in the nightcap, late night, taking on Arlington Catholic. They kick it all the way back to Miller. Back upfield, here comes Somerville again, back in the Classical end. They knock it deep again. Classical breaks it up and takes it away. Back checking by Somerville. Takes it back. And they go all the way back to Omani Mixon. Classical picks it. They dump it all the way back and all the way back to Vargas. Classical can't get started. They finally kick it upfield and they kick it out of play. And out again, off Somerville. Blocked nicely by Mejia. Haskell knocks it deep. And sliding and knocking it out. Defensively, I think that was D'Souza. Somerville will make a couple of substitutions. Haskell trying to keep it alive. Somerville knocks it away. And they knock it deep again. And he'll just tip it back to Alvarez to kick away. Headed up by Somerville. Headed back by Glasgow. I still don't know how they don't have a lot of head injuries with these getting a head on these very hard soccer balls. Now we had Somerville, I think, running into Glasgow. And Alvarez will kick it away. And he kicks it out of play. Haskell boots it back upfield. Trying to get around down the far side. And Somerville takes it away. Haskell takes it back. And Somerville knocks it out into the Haskell bench area. The season has gone by very quickly. All of a sudden, we're well past the halfway mark of soccer. I'm wondering where baseball and softball went. And football's winding down as well. I guess it happens when you're playing triple headers almost every night. But difficult time here in Lynn when you got 10 soccer teams, 5 high schools. Everybody with a couple of softball teams, with a couple of soccer teams, I should say. And then you got 5 football teams. Blocked and taken away nicely. And that was Mejia, I believe. And Somerville took it right back. That was another nice play by Odilon. Classical knocks it away. They try to knock it ahead. They try to send Corral. It got tipped, slowed down, and now it gets knocked deep by Valdivieso. Oscar broken up. And we got substitutions for Somerville. Cool night, but a nice night. No rain. A little bit of a crowd, not a lot for a late Thursday night. Nobody sitting on the stands on the other side, on the Somerville side. Alvarez boots it away. Headed up further by Classical. Headed away by Somerville. Classical over the shoulder kick. And Somerville winds up with it. Classical breaks it up and bodies go down. Somerville player is down. Still down. Classical can't get the shot. Now the shot is blocked. Nice defense out in front. And they blow the whistle for the Somerville player. Still sitting down way back upfield. Classical looked like they're going to get a very good shot, and the defense came up and blocked the shot. And trainer very quickly out, checking on him. So it looks as though he's okay. We're thankful for that. You never want to see home off visitors get hurt. Somerville puts it in play. And they knock it deep. Headed away by Classical into the Somerville bench area. From long range, the shot, Alvarez shot hops it into his midsection. He'll grab it, hold on, and kick it away. He's been tested a few times. Somerville came inches away from scoring a couple before they scored the first and only goal of the game so far. Glasgow really hasn't tested Rafik Miller in net. Glasgow trying to get around, and he lost it out of bounds. They give it back to Miller. He 3 different passes, got it from the near side to the far side. Glasgow trying to back it out. They finally take it away. Somerville rolls it, gets Reyes, dumps it back. Somerville with another those long passes. Bodies go down, no call with that one. Corral with it. Long pass broken up. Vargas, I have to say Jeremy Vargas because there's 2 of them. The other one is Jose, the defender. Mejia behind the back to Corral. Back. Kicked away. Corral winds up with it. They get in the middle of Vargas. Danny Lopez trying to dump it ahead. Somerville picked it off. Dos Reyes gets around, trying to center it, blocked. And I think that was Vargas, I believe. Might have been Barrios. Give them both credit. We're down to the final 2 minutes. The clock will be kept on the field by the officials. Big hop by everybody. By everybody again. And someone grabbed a hold of Chacon so he couldn't go get it. And Glasgow will get the free kick. As time winds down, Somerville leading it 1-0. Got a foot on it. Corral couldn't get to it. It got knocked away. Somerville holding on. They give it back. Time winding down. And you finally get it upfield. Winds up deflected across. Skips by everybody. Those Reyes broken up. Glasgow had it. They get it back. Bodies go down. Glasgow will get the free kick. This is a long 2 minutes. Headed away by Somerville. All the way to the near side. That was D'Souza knocking it up. And they blow the whistle, and that'll do it. So Somerville surely had Glasgow back on their heels. They are a half a step away from getting a couple of goals early. All the pressure finally paid off as Marco Hawks-Holy was able to knock it home for Somerville and give Somerville the 1-0 lead. We're at halftime of this GBL battle. Somerville 1, Glasgow 0. Welcome back to Maiden Field as we're set to start the second half. Somerville putting all kinds of pressure on Glasgow. They were very close a few times to scoring. Just a half a step away, a reach. Couldn't get a foot on it, got a foot on it, knocked it wide, blocked by the defense. They finally knocked one home with Marco Hawks-Holy. And as we start the second half, that's where we are, 1-0 Somerville, looking for their 10th win of the season. They've already qualified for the state tournament. They're 9-1-2. They have their 20 points. Glasgow is looking for their first win. A young Glasgow team. Coach Moreno doing a nice job with them. And Glasgow knocks it out. We're missing Somerville's trying to make it 3 in a row for the visitors today, this being Thursday here at Manning Field. English girls and Kip girls lost prior to this game. So Glasgow is trying to get one win for the city. Blocked and knocked out. Somerville very quickly gets it back in. Knocked away nicely. And knocked away again. Kenny Lopez with the first knockaway, Chacon with the second, and Desrosas pushing it up, gets by a couple, and then Pascal knocks it out. I think it was Vargas. It was Vargas. I was right for a change. That kid kicked high, wide, over everything. Alvarez will get to kick it away. Tough assignment for English and Classical into the Greater Boston League. The competition is very good. They have some outstanding soccer teams. Not to mention the travel. Instead of walking to Swampscott, Marblehead, and Salem, you have to drive to Everett, Malden, Medford, Somerville, Chelsea, and even with the football games, right in the middle of practice. Right in the middle of traffic, I should say. Let's go look and get a shot. Can't. Now they get the shot, and then they score. Just wrapped it inside that far post. They kept passing. The defense kept shutting them down. They couldn't get the shot off, and they finally got the shot off. And it was Danny Lopez. He just snuck it by Miller, and it actually hit just inside the far post and wrapped around. So a nice goal by Danny Lopez. Excuse me, if I looked at the right roster, I might get that. A nice goal by Abby, Estuado, De Leon, Angel. So Angel got the goal. I got two rosters in front of me. I read the wrong one. So it was Angel ripping that shot. Just snuck it by Miller and just stuck it inside. It actually hit the far post and deflected in. And just like that, in the first just about 4 minutes, Classical tied the game up. Getting ahead on it was Mejia on that corner kick. Somerville knocks it back again. They knock it to the net, and Classical does a nice job of knocking it away, and that was knocked away by Jeremiah Vargas. As opposed to Diego Vargas. So we start all over again, brand new. Classical hadn't had too many of those opportunities. And he took advantage of that one. Chacon knocks it ahead. And they push it back to Miller, who kicks it away. So we're trying to send Donovan Barrios in. So, nice slide takeaway. Very nice job. That time I think it was Barrios. Somerville coming back, trying to get the shot. It got blocked. They wind up with it. They take the shot, and they drilled it. Almost out of the park, way up and out. Alvarez will kick it away. Headed back by Somerville. They tip it ahead, and I don't know what that was about. Chacon just booted it back and out of play and gave Somerville a corner kick. I don't know why he did that. He had the ball. There was nobody around him. So Somerville will get a corner kick from the near side. They get it up. Classical got a foot on it. And somebody knocked one of the Classical players down, I think. So they cleared it anyway, but they're going to give Classical a free kick. So as we did in the first half, very quickly, we hadn't played 7 minutes in the first half. They took a timeout. We haven't played 8 minutes. We played just over 7 minutes in the second half. They just came out of a halftime, but we got a timeout. Classical scored in the early moments, and we're back dead even. Classical won, Somerville won with a timeout. Classical hasn't been around the Somerville not much, but they did get enough to get the tying goal. And Alvarez kicks it upfield. And now they blow the whistle for some reason. I don't know if the teams weren't ready or the official wasn't ready, but they're going to have Alvarez do it again. I guess he didn't blow the whistle and say, kick the ball. Classical heads it away, and they head it away again. And one more time. They try to knock it deep, it got blocked. And now they try to knock it deep, and it went off the hands of Joshua Sandoval Zalino. Upfield, but he had knocked it down. But Dos Reyes picked it off, and now Classical gets it back. Trying to knock it deep. Dos Reyes slides and knocks it out. Classical will get the throw in virtually right in front of the Somerville bench. Someone's trying to get it to the net, gets popped up. Classical trying to get it to the net, got popped up. Somerville brings it back. Pushing it ahead. And Vargas is there to knock it away. Excuse me, Barrios is there to knock it away. Eric Estrada Nunez, number 10 for Somerville. He flies, even with the ball on his foot. I wonder what he does when he's just running up and down the field. Doesn't have to worry about with the ball. Lead pass. Classical got there, broke it up. They keep it in, and they'll clear it away. Nice job. Dos Reyes heads it back. Pop straight up in the air. Dos Reyes gets a head on it again. Pushed by everybody to the near side. Classical lets it go out of play, and they'll get the throw in. And it goes out. Shot got blocked. Out of play. Somerville will get a corner kick. And it will be Estrada Nunez taking a kick from the far side. With the left foot. Everybody breaking to the net. Gets it high in the air out in front. They get a head on it. Glasgow gets a head on it and knocks it away. Somerville gets a head. Another head back to the net. Alvarez will grab it. Booted upfield, and it gets knocked out by D'Souza. Bodies go down as the ball goes out of play. Dos Reyes, I think, made the tackle on the sideline. Glasgow's going to get a free kick. And he booted deep. And it'll go out of play. And someone will put it in play in front of their own bench after we make a couple of substitutions. They knock it deep. It's a foot race. Alvarez didn't get there, and they're going to wind up scoring. Alvarez couldn't get there, and they drew it away, and they had a wide open net to shoot at. Gabriel, Asakeo, Enrique. Alvarez trying to come out. They knocked it deep. Alvarez trying to come out, trying to get to the ball. And it was Enrique who pulled it around him, and then he had nothing in front of him except the net. And he very alertly just tapped it in. And Somerville's got their 1-goal lead back. And all that pressure keeps paying off. They push it toward the net again. Trying to go down that far side, sliding and knocking out. Knocking out, I think that might be Mejia. They push it up again. Glasgow picks it off and knocks it back upfield and knocks it out of play. And that's Vargas again. And again, punching it upfield. Somerville collects. They look to get the shot. Wide right and out of play. And that was Enrique again, looking for back-to-back goals. Alvarez will kick it away. So Classical fought back to tie it in the early moments of the second half. And now Somerville's going to get called for climbing the back. But Somerville, that long pass they've been trying all day, they finally got it to work. As it was Enrique. And it's Gabriel Asinkeo. This is the one that got the goal. It's Francisco Enrique Santos is the player just below that on the roster. They didn't put the name together. They put names below it. Separated the two first names from the last name. So it was Gabriel Asinkeo. And he just got there before Alvarez did, and he just drew it around Alvarez and had the easiest goal you could possibly have with a wide open net and absolutely nobody there. Someone walking in. Bodies go down, no call. They're calling some, they're not calling others. They made the shot, it got tipped, and it went in the net. I think a line shot, Classical got a piece of it. Marcus Odilon. He ripped it, looked like Alvarez was there and got a good look at it, and all of a sudden it got tipped just over him. And all of a sudden, it's 3-1. And again, all that pressure by Somerville paying off. Chacon got his hand on the ball. That's going to give Somerville a free kick. Amani Mixon will take the kick. And he drills it off a Classical head. Somerville had an open shot, and he missed it. They knocked it off the post. Barrios is down, but he's back. Now we got another player down. Barrios was down, he got up. We got another player flat at the goal line. And that will bring the trainer out. So two players went down. One got up rather quickly. The other one eventually got up, and under his own steam, he's trying to walk it off behind the Classical bench. So it seems like they're okay. That was a shot. It looked like Somerville was offside, and they got a piece of the shot. They knocked it down, and when they went to knock it home, they hit it off the post and out of play. So I also got a big break. Otherwise, it would have been 4-1. Alvarez boots it away. Somerville got a head on it. Classical got a head on it. Somerville got another head on it. Bounced loose. Knocked away nicely. Nice defense by Medina. Perez got a foot on it. Excuse me, Vargas got a foot on it. And Classical will let it go out of play. Alvarez will kick it away again after Glasgow makes a substitution. Now they blow the whistle again. I don't know what the official's doing. He's talking to Alvarez about something. Alvarez kicked the ball. The official's over talking to him now. I don't know what this is all about. And we'll do it again. Now they blow the whistle and put it back in play. Headed away by Somerville. Bodies go down, and both players are rolling around. Somerville player is up, running it off. Glasgow player is still down. Trainer's back out. And Gabriel Dos Reyes was the Somerville player that went down. He got up, limbering, trying to get his foot back in shape, and he finally did. So he's back on top. And they're working on the player over on the sideline, over by the track, out of play. And we're waiting for Somerville to take the free kick. It's a cool night. It could be just tightening up, hopefully. That's all it is. Again, we don't want to see anybody get hurt. Somerville will take the kick. As we reach the halfway mark and counting, the line drive, Somerville got a piece, tipped it. Alvarez picked it off in the air and kicked it back upfield. Chacon knocked it down, and then Chacon knocked it out. Sandoval Zatino will put it in play. Throws it back upfield. Chacon just kept it in. Nice job as he pushes it up and gets hit from behind and knocked down. They kept leaning on him. They finally hit him and knocked him down. And Glasgow will get the free kick from the 25-yard line. Angel will take it from a little bit of an angle. Gets it toward the net. Miller got up, knocked it down, and got run into by Glasgow. And knocked down. He's okay. He's up. And he'll kick it away. And upfield, we had a Somerville player who was not involved in anything. He was at the 42-yard line. He just went down. The player was behind him. There was nobody near him. And he just went down. He ran off the field, so I don't know what that was all about. Somerville, as they usually do, boots it deep. Glasgow got a foot on it and knocked it away. Somerville collects. Nice little shift to get around. Get it to the middle. They tip it. Broken up. They tip it again. And they're going to try and hustle. They won't get there. It goes out. So Glasgow will kick it away. Alvarez will do the honors. Glasgow came out after Somerville led 1-0 at halftime. So Glasgow came out very quickly. Got a pretty goal from Abby Angel to tie it at 1. But Somerville was answered with 2 unanswered to make it 3-1. Glasgow knocks it ahead, and they'll just knock it back to Miller. And Miller will boot it upfield. And here they go again, kicking it deep. Nice job by, I think that was Velasquez who got back and made the defensive play. Glasgow trying to center it. Somerville knocks it away. Bouncing ball. Glasgow finally gets possession. It's knocked out. Back checking by Somerville knocks it out. And we'll have a substitution for Somerville. Pop straight up in the air. Somerville gets a head on it. They get another head on it. Glasgow keeps it in. Bouncing ball gets by Glasgow. Somerville just knocked Glasgow down, no call. They call some, they don't call others. Glasgow, now they call that one. Glasgow a little too much one-on-one. Glasgow will get the free kick. Glasgow's going to start to get a giddy up in their step. They're down 2 goals. As it goes out off Somerville. And we'll get a whistle for a substitution for Glasgow. By everybody. Somerville nicks this a mile up in the air. Takes a huge hop. Somerville got a head on it, kept it in play. Gets knocked back. Everybody trying to get possession. He knocked it upfield. Somerville grabs it. He kick it all the way back. Pass is picked off. They knock it deep, looking for a foot race. Miller gets there first. The defender did a nice job cutting in front of Chacon, not letting him get to the ball, and that allowed Miller to come out and get it. And we got a Somerville player down. He looks like he's getting up like he's okay. He was sitting down. Now he's going to go to the sideline. So bodies are going down all over the place. Slowly but surely, he's making his way to the sideline. Kind of favoring that left ankle a little bit. But seems to be okay. Somerville again. Knocks it deep and knocks it out behind the Glasgow bench. They knock it deep. Vargas will give it back. They just gave it back. Somerville was there looking to pick it off, and again they were in an open net. Out off Somerville. Somerville collects again. Somerville's been in control most of the time. Haskell hasn't got that many shots on Miller. Down deep, they knock it away. It goes out. And that allows the subs to come in for Somerville. I don't understand that rule either. The subs were ready to come in as the ball was being handed to Classical to throw in, and they didn't let the subs in. But now when it gets kicked out, the subs can come in. So I'm really not understanding 90% of these soccer rules. I just don't know. I want to meet the person that invented this game. Little give and go. They get by a couple. They throw it down, walking in. Nice job by the Classical defense. They held the Somerville player away. Looked like he was going to pick the pass off, walk in, but they didn't let him get to the ball. And Alvarez was able to come out and grab it. And again, Somerville likes to knock it deep. Skips past Vargas. And he punches it back to Miller. And he gives it to one of his defenders to boot back upfield. Somerville collects, broken up. Bodies go down as there's a collision. Somerville player is up, and the Classical player is up. Good to see. I think that was Jeremiah Vargas that went down. Arriaga couldn't pick up the pass. They knock it deep. They knock it too far. Alvarez will get there first. Headed away by Somerville. And they give it back to Miller. And Somerville again banging it upfield. They skip past, they have it, they knock it deep. Somerville will track it down. Nice defense knocking it away. I don't know who made that defensive play. Excuse me, I do know. It was Medina. I was about to say I don't know because he's wearing number 1, the only number I saw. And there is a number 1 that's been playing defense off and on for Classical. And I don't have a number 1 on the roster they gave me. But that was Jose Medina making that nice defensive play. So Classical's got to get something going. If they want to make that last 5 minutes interesting, they're going to have to score a goal to get back within 1. They trailed by 2. Off Somerville's head, and they let it go. I thought it went off Somerville, and that should give Classical a corner kick. They didn't see it. It did go off Somerville. It went off Somerville's head. They let it go, and I think they conned the referee because they stood there and let it go. I think he said, yeah, it's off Classical. But it wasn't. It was off Somerville. So Somerville got a break there. Classical could have had a corner kick. Medina was going to put it in play. But now it'll be Angel put it in play. Arriaga doubled up. Has it taken away. Classical gets it back. Somerville trying to keep it in, popped it up, and out of play. And they'll give it to Angel again to put it in play. Loose. Classical trying to get possession, Somerville does. And he take it into Classical territory, knocked away. And Classical's pass picked off, but they get it back. Shifting, they get it to the near side, trying to center it. It got tipped off a foot, off the foot of Asinkeo, who got one of the goals. He deflected it, but deflected it wide. Looking to walk in, still walking in, walking right in, by everybody. He got taken down. No call. Eric Estrada Nunez just fiddled and diddled, went right by everybody. Just as he walked in and was about to take the shot, they knocked him down, and they called nothing. Somerville coach is upset. I can't blame him. That was a tremendous move by Estrada Nunez. And then he got taken down. We're in the final 5 minutes. The clock will be kept down on the field. Glasgow has not really generated that much offense. They got the one goal, a pretty goal, by Abby Angel. Tied it at 1. But that's been about it. Somerville has virtually kept it in the Classical end more often than not. And now Somerville gets there. They tip it up, looking to get a foot on it. They knock it down. They take the shot and knock it wide. They hustled greatly. They banged, got the foot on it, got a head on it, kept it in. And that was Asunkeo, who kept battling. And it finally came out. And it was Sandoval Zatino who finally got the shot, but knocked it wide. They knock it deep, broken up. Nice defense again by Classical. Classical defenders have been very busy tonight. The ball's been in the Classical end. I think I'd be generous and say 75% of the time. Chacon had it knocked away. Somerville knocks it back to the Classical end. So Somerville's going to pick up their 10th win, as they had a big second half after Classical tied it. Somerville led 1-0 at halftime. And then it was Classical tying it up. We mentioned on a pretty goal by Abby Angel. And then Somerville answered with 2. The first one by Gabriel Asinkeo. The last one, a rifle shot by Marcus Odilon. And in the closing minutes here, Somerville has just kept Classical at bay, keeping it in the Classical end. They punch it ahead. They knock it down, and there's good defense. Classical again getting back. They were just as they were lining up the shot. Classical got there and knocked it away. And they're going to get a corner kick. And I believe that was Arriaga. Alvarez got a hand on it, knocked it away. Somerville knocked it out. And a long 5 minutes. So after Classical got the goal by Angel to tie it, Somerville right back, putting all that pressure on. Got 2 into the Classical net to make it 3-1. As we're winding down this one, and Somerville, who's already in the state tournament, will go to 10-0 and 10-1 and 2. Classical will have to wait a little longer to get their first win. Somerville knocks it back again. They let it go through. They almost tipped it. They were going to let it go through, and Medina actually got his body on it, and he almost tipped it into the net. Alvarez pushes it up. Medina will kick it away, and all we're waiting for now is the official to blow the whistle and say, that's it. Knocked away by Jeremiah Vargas. Somerville with the kick. They put it right in the midsection of Alvarez. And there's the whistle ending the game. So after Classical fought back after halftime to tie the game up, Somerville kept that pressure on, kept it in the Classical end most of the game, and kept Alvarez alive and kicking, alert. And they answered that Classical goal after they tied it with 2 more, and that gave Somerville the 3-1 win. They go to 10-1 and 2. Classical still has only a couple of ties. They're still looking for their first win, and they'll have to wait until the next game to get it. So Angel got the lone goal for Classical. Alvarez did a nice job in net. Barrios, Vargas, along with Jeremiah Vargas, playing well along with Mejia on defense, but too much pressure by Somerville gave them too many scoring chances, and they took advantage of 3 of them, and they knocked home 3. So 3-1. Somerville over Classical. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.